the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other until late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now Wentz.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
On 2nd down, a run. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. A run here for J.D. McKissic.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4th down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Gibson again.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Wentz.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A give up the middle to Gibson.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the
8. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried it at his feet.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas,
his 2nd. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wentz.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz on third down, and that's complete. It's Sims.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On play action, Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run with Gibson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
On first down, Wentz. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Wentz. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The final 4 weeks of the NFL's matchups.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Wentz now on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Terrell Lewis
coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a... So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And here's a give to Gibson. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Gibson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. Contact off the ball for the next 4th down.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. On the return, Jackson. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.